Hi, we're gonna be playing a campaign in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I'm calling it for now a Glasgow Kiss, which for those of you in the know is just a headbutt. Um, Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. We're going to go around the horn and introduce our players, and then me at the end of it. For those of you who don't know who I am, just this random red-headed man-looking person. We're going to start off with Chaya, as I established earlier, for the order of people I have a crush on this week.
Wow.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Haya. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Aurora Starcaller, a Furbolg druid from the Northern Forest. And I am beefing with Sulis, the god of the sun.
Next, we're going to be doing Ian.
Awesome. Lovely. Hello, everybody. My name is Ian. Wow, it's Ian on every internet place that I am at. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Nimbus, who is a storm sorcerer, air genasi, who is beefing with Mananan McClear.
In case anyone couldn't tell, we're going to be fucking with Celtic mythology in this campaign. Next up is going to be Dylan.
Hello, everybody. I am Dylan. Critical Lens on TikTok, Instagram, all those fun places, or Critic Allens if you are Ben. I am going to be playing as Bungarn Boulder Strike. I am a forest gnome sorcerer, and I am going to be beefing with. I have no clue if this is pronounced correctly, Dagda or Dagda, the giant god.
Yes, one of those two.
It's one of them. I'll
Listen,
just say both
listen.
at
You
the start.
can't ask people how Celtic languages are pronounced because they're not. They're
Exactly.
sort of phlegmed. There's a lot of glottal fricatives, and it's horrible. Jubilee, please save me from my rant.
You compared me to both yourself and your spouse, and then you call me forth. Interesting, interesting. Hi, my name's Jubilee, Titan of Joy on TikTok, and today I will be playing Victoria Jericho. She is an 8,300-year-old Gitzerai cleric, and she is beefing with the god of the forge, of craft of creation, Brigid.
Amazing. And last but certainly not least is going to be the love of my life, Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben, Brotherhood of Evil Gays on TikTok. I use they, them pronouns. I'm going to be playing Melvin Kaminsky. He is a older satyr, has a little bit of a limp to him, and fuck, what god am I beefing with? I use they, them pronouns. He uses he, him pronouns. John, what god am I beefing with? I forgot.
Gwyn ap Nud, King of the Fae.
Gwyn ap Nud, King of the Fae, and I will fuck his day up.
Yeah.
And with that being said, my name is John Lestrange, for what it's worth. You can find me on the internet at The History Wizard. I will be playing literally everyone else. And with that being said, let's get started.
Hiya, someone gave you a D4 inspiration.
Oh,
It was
Ooh.
me. I'm someone.
Amazing.
you're a menace.
It is dark. Not in that there isn't much light to see, but in that there is no light. You cannot see at all. You try and open your eyes and find that it is impossible to do. You have eyes. They should open, but they're not. And the air is cold around you because you find that there is no air going into your lungs. And with that being said, will you all make for me a death saving throw? You are at 2 successes and 0 failures, all of you.
Lord.
That's a way to start that.
Yeah, right?
Are we
Sure.
at 0 hit points? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's what a death saving throw means. You're
I
at
just
2
fell for that, but I
successes
guess
and
I can't
0
pass it.
failures.
12.
If I'm remembering death saving throws correctly, 0 to 9 is a failure, 10 to 20 is a success.
1 is a critical failure. It is 2 failures.
That's correct. And then 20 is a critical success. So, hi, are you saying that because you rolled a crit 1?
No, I rolled a 2.
I rolled
Okay,
a
I rolled
Okay.
a 5.
Okay,
But I don't
okay.
know.
So Hyatt has a failure and 2 successes. Ian.
16.
Okay, you are succeeding and you are stable. We will get to that in a second. Ben.
5.
Okay, that's a failure. Dylan.
I don't know which modifier to add, but I rolled a 5.
It's a flat roll.
Okay, great.
Yeah, death saves are just a flat d20, so that's a failure. Jubilee.
I got a 12.
Okay, that's a success. You're stable. Jubilee and Ian. Um, the air is still cold, but you can start to feel warmth pressing along the sides of your bodies, both in the form of temperature and in a pressure along your limbs. Your eyes still struggle to open, but when you open them, it's still dark. Um, we'll get to what comes next in a second. The rest of you, please make another death saving throw. Haya,
14.
that is a success. You are stable. Ben,
I got a 6. I'm going to use Favorite of the Gods because I'm a Divine Soul Sorcerer. Once per short rest, if you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, you can add 2d4 to the roll.
okay, yeah, add 2d4 to your 6.
13.
Okay, amazing. You're stable, Dylan.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, that is a failure, and you are now at 2 successes and 2 failures. Um,
Can I
Haya
do
and
something?
Ben, same thing that I said for Ian and Jubilee. You are starting to feel a pressure around your bodies as if there's a weight holding you in place. And as you open your eyes, it is still very, very dark. Dylan, one more roll, please.
Oh, wait, chat gave you a d4 inspiration.
You can't do that yet.
Okay. Question. So I have Strength of the Grave, which is when damage reduces me to 0 HP, I can make a Charisma saving throw to restore me to 1 HP. Would I be able to do that here?
You were already at that before
Okay.
this happened. So,
Okay.
in the future, if you're in combat and reduce to that, yes, you
Mhm.
can. But at this moment, it wouldn't apply.
Okay. So then D20 it is. I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's the
I
roll.
got a
It's roll
1.
Dylan. That's
Oh, no.
okay. Dylan
It's
is
okay.
now
It's okay. I'm a
four
cleric.
at 4 failures and 2 successes.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh
so my 4 stable people, we will return to you in just a moment. Dylan, you suddenly find yourself, your character, um, uh, Berngarn Boulder Strike, is awake, seemingly with all of your faculties, as if nothing bad had happened to you previously. And as you look around yourself, man, it's hot here. It's just, whew, it's fucking warm. And there's just there's so much fire around, and you don't see anyone else around you. The rest of you, um,
Can I do
as
something?
give me just one second.
Oh, sure.
As time passes, as you become more acclimated to the lack of light where you are and the feeling of pressure on you, you notice that what's pressing against you appears to be skin.
Cool.
I literally asked you all if you were comfortable with this.
And then you said you weren't gonna do it in the first episode.
I said, for no particular reason, are you cool with this? And you all said yes.
We did. It's true.
Sure did do that.
I'm going to need everyone who became stable before they do anything else to make a strength saving throw or a strength check. Strength check feels better. Strength check, not saving throw.
Okay.
So just our standard modifier.
Athletics or just pure strength?
Pure strength check.
Okay.
11.
16.
11. Okay.
5.
12.
5. 12. Jubilee.
16.
16. Okay. All right. Amazing. Okay. Victoria. You're still Victoria Jericho?
Yes.
Okay, Victoria Jericho, you shrug off the weight that's on you. And as you stand up, you find yourself surrounded by just God, a lot of dead bodies.
Oh, right on. I draw my
Yeah.
sword, which has a slight glow
You
to it.
feel like, and you know, there should be other people with you, but they're not.
Oh.
Um, uh, Ian, Nimbus, Uh, you actually feel as you try and struggle upwards, you feel yourself being pulled further down by the weight around you. Um, Aurora and Melvin, you're unable to move any of the weight around you. Berngarn, you roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna go horribly.
Dylan, can you please roll for shit in this?
Apparently not. I just with modifier. That's a 2.
Um, man, listen. You must have
This is gonna
had
be
too
great.
much to. You must have had too much to drink last night, and you don't know how you got here. But it's real hot, and you're starting to sweat. You just like unlace the top of your shirt to just let
Oh,
like
let me
that
get
the
this off here.
chest hair hang out, and you're just like, whoo, man, it is just warm here. Um, Oof. Lord Almighty. Victoria,
Oh boy.
now that you're standing on top of a pile of dead bodies, what are you going to do in this moment?
I'm going to draw my sword, which casts 10-foot aura of light, and try to assess what besides bodies is around me.
Yeah, so with your 10 feet of bright light and presumably 10 feet of dim light, because that's usually how things work in Dungeons and Dragons, what you can see is that you're standing atop a mound of bodies that is about 10 feet high.
What did I get into last night?
And out around you, beyond that immediate location that you're in, it looks like just a room, right? An unremarkable space, stone walls, stone ceiling, that you can reach up and you can touch if you were of a mind to how close you are to it. There's a door maybe 10 feet in front of you. Um, Aurora, I'm trying to just only refer to you by your character names. Aurora, Melvin, and Nimbus, please make me another strength saving throw.
Can I give myself guidance before I do this?
Now you can, yes.
Okay.
I will additionally also do that.
Yes, yes. Now that we've done our first round of stuff, you've become conscious and you've done a thing. If you have spells or cantrips or whatever to cast, now you can start doing those things.
And
15.
this is a check or a save.
This is a check.
Okay.
Haya, you at a 15?
Yes.
Okay, great. Amazing.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, amazing.
I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna roll that guidance. What is that? A D6, a D4? It's just a
D4.
D4.
D4 is
D4.
this.
Gross.
Guidance is
This
D4.
person dumb and bad. It's an 8.
Okay. So here's how this is all going to play out. Um, okay, Aurora, you are able to shift the weight off of the top of your body and you stand up in this space. You find yourself standing on top of a pile of dead bodies and you look around and you see Jubilee's character, Victoria, um, whose name you know, but you can't remember why you know that name. But you look at her and you recognize her and you know the name. Jubilee, same thing. You see Aurora stand up and you know the name and you recognize the face, but you don't know why.
So,
Mel,
whose fault is this exactly? I say to Aurora.
amazing. Amazing. Yes, please.
I don't know.
Because it could be me. I've certainly done worse.
I don't think it was me.
Do I
It
know that?
might have been, though.
Do I know of the others yet? Or do I have to kind of
Not
think?
yet.
Okay.
You both of you feel like there should be more people here, but neither of you um know who they are yet. Ben, with your dirty 20, as you're standing up and adjusting yourself in this pile, you feel a warmer hand, um, right, than the surrounding dead bodies. You feel a hand that feels like it's still got the vitality of warmth with yours. What do you do as you stand up and feel that greater warmth?
Do I see what's going on around me? Or
You are able as you get up to recognize that you're in a pile of bodies and you feel with one of your hands a greater warmth from than what you were getting from the bodies surrounding you.
reach in? Hmm. This hand feels a little hot. Guess I should pull it. Why not? And I pull the hand.
Ian, please make a that check with advantage now.
Awesome.
You're making it fresh, so roll twice.
Sick nasty. That is gonna be another 8.
That's with advantage.
Is with advantage as opposed to my natural 1.
Wow.
It'd be nice if any of us could roll.
Dice rolling challenge.
Ian, Ian, I legitimately have to punish you for this at this time.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
Because Ben gave you advantage and played along with what I was doing, and you just decided to roll shit. So,
Why did you
Ian,
choose to do that, Ian?
Yeah.
Because
Ian,
I'm a monster.
the weight of the bodies and the frankly the gas from the putrefaction has it's just knocked you unconscious again. So roll me a death saving throw.
Absolutely. 100% will do that.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
And what do you want to do at this point
I'm going to
with
continue.
the
I'm going to pull on
okay?
the arm.
12.
Yeah,
That's
just
one
make me a
success.
okay. One success, Ben. It's a low DC check, just strength to pull or athletics.
16.
Okay, yeah, you. Um, this appears to be a an air genasi clinging to the edges of vitality with just the most awkwardly chewed fingernails in the entirety of history. Um, roll again, and then if Ben, if you want to try and do anything to stabilize, you are welcome to do that.
Maybe we need a little more light. And my skin is going to start to flare a little, like the northern lights running under the surface of my flesh. As for a moment, what looks like a cup comes into being on my chest, and I also emit 20 feet of light, 10 feet of bright, 10 feet of dim.
This is the skin
And
of a killer Bella.
a little bit, yeah. Like my skin is shining and almost starry, just a little spacey under the surface.
I reach out my sword. The pull of life I can feel. This person needs a quick little heal, and I cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. How many points of health does
I
Nimbus get back?
They get back 8 points.
Perfect.
Okay, Nimbus, you just feel a rush of life into your chest, and you sit up with a start and a gasp, and you find yourself, as everyone else has, atop a pile 10 feet high of dead bodies. You are surrounded by people who you recognize and whose names you know, but you don't know why you know them. So all of you now, in this moment, you know the names of the other three people around you and you recognize them. You know that you should know them, but you don't know why you know them.
Hello,
You
everyone.
all also feel a gap, as if there is someone who is missing from this span. Um, I'm going to pause because Ben was about to start role playing. I'm going to pause that for just a second to return to Dylan, who I've left alone in hell
I'm doing
for
great.
about 20 minutes. So,
Yeah, I've just been sitting here like,
Dylan, your character does not know that they are in hell, but I have now just let
sure,
you, the player, know that you are in hell.
excellent.
You failed your perception check. You don't recognize where you are beyond that it is very, very hot, and you see fields of lava and hot stone in front of you. What do you do in this moment, waking up in this unfamiliar place with no one around you?
Okay. First thing I want to do is I want to check for any I think I want to do an Arcana check to see if there's any magic presence near me
Okay, roll
to
that.
tell me what's going on.
Hell yeah, roll that.
Let's see. If this doesn't work, I'm using a different die. So that's going to be a 10. I'm using a different die.
Okay. So what specifically are you looking for with your Arcana check?
I want to see if there's any magical presence directly within my immediate vicinity that could tell me like maybe I was teleported or some sort of trap or runes.
Okay, yeah. So with your 10, you notice you notice infernal magic around you.
Mhm.
That's it.
Hmm.
You are surrounded, as far as you can tell, by infernal magic.
Okay. Well.
You look in all directions around you,
Mhm.
and it's
So
it's
so
much
bas-
the same.
so basically every single direction is just a lot of lava, a lot of heat, mountain sort of very
You
hell-like.
can roll me a survival check to see if
Sure.
anything is if you notice any difference.
Okay. That's a dirty one.
I'm trying to help you. I'm
I
trying to get you out of here. Yes, it all looks the same in all directions. So please roll me a flat d20,
Excellent.
and that will decide the direction that you walk in.
That was a nat one.
You rolled a nat 1 on your flat d20? Okay, you start walking
Lord.
south by southwest,
Jesus Christ.
which, Dylan, please take your headphones out for just 5 seconds.
Hmm?
Please take your headphones out for just 5 seconds.
Uh-huh.
That's the opposite direction that Dylan should be walking. Dylan, you can put your headphones back in. You're all set.
Can I put it back in?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I realized that I had no way to actually signal you to could have said like, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up when you can put your headphones back
Excellent.
in. Yep. So for the future, if I yeah, that's just gonna be the signal for anyone
Cool.
else. So yeah, you start walking south by southwest.
Excellent.
We'll come back to that in just a second. Ben
I,
was
I, I
about to
want
do
it to be
something.
noted that as I'm going, I'm just singing to myself, I'm on my way. Ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Amazing. Love it. Live it,
Hello,
laugh it, love it.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. What are we doing here? Is it a situation as bad as I fear?
I don't think this is I don't feel so good.
Someone's missing, right?
Victoria is your name? No.
Victoria.
Yes?
Yes. Sorry.
I don't like this. I'm gonna heal you just in case. Just a little, I guess. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on you. At which point the Northern Lights under my skin flare again, and some of my wounds heal as well.
Neat.
Yes, Victoria, I think we're missing someone. I can't.
Victoria starts
I can't
digging in the
figure out
pile because
now.
that's where the other person came from.
Who are we?
If anyone who chooses to start digging in the pile, a la Victoria, can roll me an investigation check.
Victoria, you heal 8 hit points.
Thank you.
Who are we missing? I really hope it's not someone I'm supposed to be kissing.
15.
Was that a 15?
Yes.
You, as you start to dig down, you start to feel a greater warmth than the surrounding bodies, and your hand makes contact with Dylan. What does your character look like?
Great question. My character has very long, messy hair, very tangly, as if unkempt. They are short and as they already know them, and almost thin and frail in nature looking. So very bony.
What's your skin color though?
More on the light side skin wise.
Okay. Amazing, great, fantastic. So you do notice all of these things that Dylan has just said. The thin nature of the limbs, the light but not ghastly pale, right, grayish in death color of it. And then it's just warmer than the surrounding bodies that you've been encountering. And so
Hey,
you
everyone.
get
I
the
think your
feeling with
baby
your
just died.
15 that, yeah, this is probably an alive or recently alive person.
I attempt to pull them out of the pile.
As the roll me, is anyone going to be helping
Won't be much help, but I
Victoria
can
with
cast
this?
guidance.
Yeah, okay. Roll just a basic strength check with guidance.
I'll give you some help.
Yeah, roll it with advantage also.
17.
Yeah, yeah. So you pull this small gnomish body out of the pile, and you all immediately recognize it. This is Berngarn Boulder Strike, with a very dwarfish name, still a gnome. Weird how that works. Stereotypes and all that. That's on me. That's my bad. You recognize the person. You know the name. You don't know why you recognize them. This man dead.
I cast
Sorry,
Revivify on them.
Berngarn's pronouns are he him.
Yeah.
This man dead.
He's dead? Well, that's what Revivify is for. I'm going to cast Revivify on Burnguard.
Do you have
Fuck,
a
probably not.
diamond worth 100 gold pieces?
300.
I checked my pockets. Probably not.
You do. You've got one.
Oh, I got
There
one.
are some spell components that I'm not gonna make you fuck with, but like the ones that have gold value, I'm gonna make you fuck with. You do. You've got the one.
Okay, I
You
got my
revivify.
last diamond.
You revivify the gnome. Um,
You owe me a
listen.
diamond,
Listen. You're in a body.
motherfucker.
You're in a pile of dead bodies. You can loot them for all you want if you're
Hell yeah.
nasty like that. So,
So I'm alive now.
Berngarn, um, you feel in this fiery pit that you find yourself in as you're walking south by southwest, absolutely certain that you're heading towards where you're meant to be, you feel a hand reach down and grab you by the scruff of the neck, and it yanks you violently upwards
Wait,
in a
what's
way that
again?
you feel very uncomfortable with, but also maybe a little turned on by. I don't want to assume things about you or your character, but that feels right. And your eyes fly open and you gasp in a breath. And you find yourself looking up at four faces that you recognize and four names that you know, but you don't know why.
I'm
I just
glad
go,
to see that you're
on
alive.
my way.
Hello.
Hi.
Glad to see you're alive. That's something for which we should all strive.
You owe me a diamond.
Was I dead?
Yes.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Somehow this is Dagda's fault. Thank you for reviving me. I would treat you to some ale as a thank you.
Yeah,
But
it definitely been only a minute since you died. Revivify is a terrible fucking spell.
excellent. Um, I look down at my pack and I immediately notice the pile of dead bodies. Just go, oh! Did I do that?
We don't
Please
know
make
who did
me
that.
please make me a wisdom saving throw real quick, Dylan.
Excellent. Something I actually might
You
be
got
able to
this, Dylan.
I believe in you. I believe in you so hard.
I don't.
This
I
is
don't.
gonna be this is gonna go horribly. Oh,
I do, but I also believe in Harvey Dent, so my
so
my choices aren't great.
that I rolled an 18. I have a -1, so that makes it a 17. But I also have advantage.
Okay, yeah, you don't puke finding yourself surrounded by dead bodies. Also, if you get the Harvey Dent reference, listeners at home, you're old. Congratulations. Continue. Chain of monkeys.
Here's one we were able to save. We brought you back from beyond the grave. I'm really looking forward to meeting you all. But is this a place where we should, stall? For we are on a lot of dead people, and I don't think that's a great place to meeple. So I think we
Yeah,
should move
usually when
on
there's.
from
Oh,
here
sorry.
because I don't like what could have caused this, I fear.
Yeah.
That's an excellent point. I'll go over up to the door and see what's going on.
And please take advantage on the next roll of your choice for that beautiful just stream of verse that you did.
If we're setting a precedent that Ben is going to get advantage or get inspiration for every line of poetry, Ben's going
No,
to
no,
get a
no,
lot
not
of inspiration.
Yeah.
not every line of poetry, but we're right at the beginning, and that was like 4 rhyming couplets in a row, and that feels like it earns
It
it.
was very
Basically, a
impressive.
sonnet.
Yeah.
A sonnet is 7 lines
Um,
of rhyming couplets.
I said
I
basically.
can't count that high. It was close enough.
I know
I'm
my
just
rhyming skills may be rusty, but I could see it in your eyes. You're all getting lusty.
listen. I worked at a Renaissance fair for 8 years. Step your fucking game up.
Are we outside this pile of body? Like, is this pile of bodies
No, you're
outside?
no, you're in a room. So
okay.
with Aurora and Victoria's light from the sword and just from the tit light, I guess. You have about 20 25 feet of bright light, and that's enough to illuminate the space that you're in fully and brightly. You're 10 feet high in a 15-foot. No, I'm factoring in heights. An 18-foot high room
Okay.
on a pile of dead bodies. Uh, and then it's basically those same dimensions around the entire room. It's an 18 by 18 by 18 square that you find yourself in with a whole bunch of bodies.
Great.
You're on the top of it, all of you, now that you've, shucked off the corpses of other human beings, you heartless monsters. So what do you do now? Are you just gonna chill up here and like confab and gossip?
I'm
I
gonna.
would like to investigate the bodies and see if I can determine cause of death.
Mm-hmm.
Please do. Anyone else who would like to investigate things, just let me know what specifically you're looking to investigate so that I can answer accordingly. Haya?
I know that I said the word investigate, but I would like to use medicine for this if that is permitted.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I would like to use investigate to look for anything shiny on any of the bodies, and I do have
Amazing.
eyes of dark, so I have dark vision.
Okay, so just to simplify this, make your rolls, and then I'm just gonna go through and then let me know what you've rolled for. Um, just because otherwise I'm gonna not be able to remember the things that you all asked for.
Sure.
Haya, what did you roll?
I rolled a 21.
Rolled a 21 on your
Ah.
medicine check. Okay. So it looks like the bodies here died from a variety of causes, but all of them are violent wounds appeared to be gained through battle.
I
Um,
inspect my
as
own
you look
body. Do I have
down
any?
at your own body, yes, thank you. I anticipated this. And you notice, you lift up your shirt and you peer down at your tummy and you notice a long slit about 3 4 inches long um, across the left middle side of your tummy that you with your 21 know you got stabbed with a spear
Oh,
and it ran you right through, and if you could see your back, there'd be an opposite wound from the one in your front.
that
And
wasn't
you
there
can
yesterday.
assume that your compatriots have similar wounds, although you cannot see them right now because none of your clothes appear. Your shirt, your whatever you're wearing, it wasn't damaged.
Hmm.
But your belly, your tum tum, that was. Dylan, please, what did you roll and what were you rolling for?
So I have a 10 on
Okay.
investigation to try and see if there is anything I can notice shiny or interesting on any of the bodies.
Yeah, so you see some belts, you see some rings, um, you on top of the pile, you notice three rings and two belts
On top of the
of
pile.
well, on people on top of the pile. They're
Okay.
shiny and you notice them.
Got it.
You don't know what, like they're just shiny. That's all you've got from them. So if you want to grab them and we'll resolve what they might be later, by all means. But three rings, two belts that are shiny.
Yeah. I think I'm going to grab the rings. I'll leave
Okay.
the belts.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll leave.
Please roll about them in just a little bit.
Sure.
Ian, did you roll for something?
Yeah, I'd like to look for our way out of this room.
Yeah, there's a door. You don't have to
Uh,
roll for that. It's
Sweet.
brightly lit
Does
enough.
it
There's a door.
is it open? Does it seem
It's not open, but there is just like a clear like double door at the 5 feet at the bottom of the pile of bodies, 5 feet away from it. There's just a big double door.
sure? I'm gonna move to it and see if it is open. If I can peer through to the other side.
Um, it's locked.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing that I'd meant to just tell you before we started stream. Um, I want you all to, and I entreat you all to lean into your storytelling impulses. If your character doesn't have lock picking skills and doesn't have lock picks, don't try and pick a lock. Melt it with acid, smash it with a hammer, do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to pick a lock if it's not something that your character would be able to do. None of you are rogues. So, you know, um, do whatever fits narratively that your character would do and we'll make it work. But yeah, the door is locked.
I'm so glad that you gave me that permission because I'm going to cast a lightning bolt at this door.
A level 3 spell.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Sure.
amazing. Can I come back to that in just a second?
Absolutely.
Then, did you roll something?
Yeah, I noticed that I had been close to death's rattle, so I
Uh-huh.
examined my body for wounds from battle.
Okay, all right. You don't have to speak in verse when you're not speaking in character, but I do appreciate your commitment to the bit. As someone who did theater in the round for almost a decade. Okay, roll me a investigation or medicine check.
Listen, Ben is just very method.
Perception.
Yeah, you don't have to be Christian Bale, a la the Machinist.
17.
Yeah, you notice. Um, you run your hands across your body. You lift up your shirt. You don't feel anything on your torso, but then your hands come up to your neck, and you feel just thick welt of a hangman's noose scar on your neck. It doesn't feel with your 17 like it was thick rope. It feels like someone got you with something more like a garrote wire from behind.
Oh no, this won't do. I guess I have to make some blue, and I pull out my sword and I cast Cure Wounds on myself, and a blue light emanates from my sword to my neck, healing me for 2d8 because I'm doing this at the second level.
Yeah, I mean, um, yeah, absolutely.
19.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. For the record, whatever healing you do, your scars from any of you who notice them will remain. But yeah, none of you are just literally standing around at one hit point. You're all. I'm just gonna. Because some of you have already cast healing spells. Anyone who has not done that, you're all at half. Because I'm not that much of a monster. I'm just a little bit of a monster. Jubilee, did you roll something before we get over to Ian's lightning
I was
bolt?
fully planning to go inspect the door. In fact, probably expecting it locked. I think Victoria starts to walk towards the door with her weapon. I think I said sword earlier. It's actually a war pick, but
Amazing.
then stays and sorry, I forgot your character's name. Nimbus. I'm getting ready, but then I see Nimbus starting to cast something, so I'm just gonna step back and be ready. Oh, look at the kitty.
Amazing. Okay. Please, you don't have to roll to hit, but please do roll damage. Dungeons and Dragons does this a magical thing, people at home, where it gives inanimate objects health.
Oh, good lord.
Some of that health is fucking stupid and is too much, but
So 27 damage to that door. If it
yeah, this is
is
a wooden
wood,
door. No, yeah. Wooden doors, I think, are like 10 or 15. It's not much.
It also catches fire because of
Yeah.
the lightning bolt spell.
it does catch
It
fire.
also does.
Yeah,
Also,
that is true.
but no, now it would ordinarily catch fire, but because you exceeded the damage that it can hold by like a factor of almost 3, you just explode this out, and there are some smoldering flinders of wood out in the adjoining hallway, but that door gone. The same way that that guy dead, that door gone. And you look out into the hallway with the bright light from your two companions spilling out into the space a little bit, and with the gently smoldering and flaming shards of the door, you see that there's a hallway about 5 feet wide, about 20 feet long, extending out into the distance. 20 feet is about what you can see. You don't know if it extends beyond that, but it does get very dark past that space. But there doesn't appear to be anything in that hallway. There is one.
I pat Nimbus on the shoulder. Good work.
Nimbus, the pat coming from behind, flinches a little bit on the first pat and looks back.
Oh,
Nods.
I'm sorry. It is worth noting that Aurora is about 8.5 feet tall.
Big girl.
I just want to state for the record that if you're 8.5 feet tall, you are a large-sized creature.
I count as large for certain things and not for other things because that
Your bulgs are giant kin. Yes.
that calculus changes the
Hmm.
balance of D&D. So for Goliaths and Fearbolgs, they have to be very specific with the language of like, you are large for these purposes and medium
You're
for
large.
these purposes.
You're large for carrying weight purposes and
Yeah.
for literally nothing else. I play a
Correct.
lot of Goliaths. Yes.
Correct.
Amazing. Okay, 8.5 foot tall. A little bit of flinching.
I thought I
Please
was big.
continue, all of you.
I'm 6.5 feet tall, and I thought I was going to be the tall one.
Horns that are like scraping the ceiling, standing on top of this pile of bodies.
Yeah, you would have actually had to like hunch over a little
Yeah.
bit on top of there,
Yeah.
because you would have been about 6 inches taller than the ceiling.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, I'm just over here.
who's interested in getting out of here?
Do you
We
know the
should-
way?
I like this plan.
I think there's only one.
Oh. All right.
That's where we must go, so off we should so.
Do I still need to roll to take those rings that I noticed?
No, you have the rings. If
Oh,
you
great.
want to roll Arcana to see what they might be,
Got it. So
you
okay.
can do that, but you have them.
Got it. I'm gonna wait
I
until we're out of here and save.
I do a quick like pat over to make sure I have all my stuff, all my important stuff.
Yes, you all have all of the stuff that your characters, when you made them and that you decided that they had, you have them.
Oh.
No one cared enough to loot your bodies. They just sort of tossed you unceremoniously into this room.
Well, that's very rude of them.
Does anyone want a snack?
What do you have?
Aurora takes off her small red backpack and unzips the back of it and pulls out a little piece of like frozen bark and
Bark?
like tree bark and just
I take it and I say, I feel some pains in my tummy, and this may very well be quite yummy. I
But
eat it.
Bungarn also takes a piece of the bark and suspiciously starts chewing on it.
it's tasty. It's like a little almost peppermint-y, but savory and just got a little sparkle to it.
I start biting
You
a little
give
bit.
them willow bark?
No.
Anyone who had a headache from just being oxygen deprived for a while, you no longer have that.
Excellent. I just go, this would be really good with some bitters.
Which is
Maybe a bit of
actually,
beer.
I've now decided all of you have a headache. Except for Ben and Dylan.
Is
I start eating one too and just
And Haya no longer has a headache. The headache
miss my
affects
mom.
nothing mechanically. Your
Sure.
character just is in pain.
Nimbus
Since
will,
I have a headache in real life, I'm not going to eat the bark and just have it.
Wow,
Nimbus will
that's method acting.
Yes.
Nimbus will take a piece of the bark. Remember, as she raises it to her mouth, remember that she hasn't breathed in like 10 minutes.
Breathe.
Take a breath.
Anyone who wants
and,
to roll investigation
chew.
or insight on Nimbus can at this point.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to roll investigation.
Insight. 15.
Like
You notice
21.
that Nimbus has not breathed in about 10 minutes. Dylan, what was that?
9.
You don't notice anything unusual. Jubilee, did you roll?
21.
You noticed that Nimbus hasn't breathed in about 10 minutes. Ben, did you?
No, I couldn't
Okay.
care less.
Okay, yeah. So Aurora and Victoria, you notice that Nimbus has not inhaled or exhaled in about 10 minutes. Nimbus, as you bite into this tree bark, because this is earth stuff and you are air stuff, it tastes bad. It tastes bad. It does what it says on the tin, and your headache is gone, but it's the worst thing you've actually ever eaten.
Nimbus will immediately spit it out. No thank you from me.
Okay. More for me then.
Bungarn just goes, hey, Aurora, you have any extra I could have?
Well, I mean, I have more, but I was gonna save them. My mommy made them, and they remind me of home.
I think that Bungarn just stares at Aurora awkwardly, just thinking. Anyway, let's go. Yeah.
So there's a hallway in front of you, and it's currently.
I just start walking out towards the hallway.
Okay.
And immediately remember that I am a gnome and a sorcerer. Before taking 2 steps backwards behind Aurora and go, lead the way.
The hallway is currently dimly lit to about
Okay.
20 feet because of Victoria and Aurora. But if you would like to head into it, you are more than welcome to.
Victoria suspects that some of these people might be actual children and decides to. Sweetie, why don't you stay behind me?
Okay. I can do that.
Can I do a...
Aurora is actually a child, though. Let's be clear about how Furbolg work. Aurora is a literal child.
Oh, great.
Aurora's like 24, 25.
For
which
a
is
giant kin that lives to be like 700 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Would I, since I have dark vision, would I be able to do a perception check to see if I can see farther than the
Forest gnomes have dark vision? I thought that was only deep gnomes.
Yeah, I have dark vision out to about 120 feet.
Okay, yeah. You see okay, fuck yeah. Who else has dark vision before I start describing things that people
Gitzer, I
can't see?
probably do, yeah?
60 feet.
Yeah, I also have
Okay,
the darkness
Furbold
spell.
don't. And what
Peter
race
don't.
are you?
Satyr don't. I don't have it.
Oh, Satyr don't.
Surely
Gitzerai
Kit.
don't.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gitzerai and Githyanki don't have dark vision.
The fuck?
So, Nimbus and Barngarn, you see that the hallway extends down with your dark vision in your shades of gray that you are able to see. You see that the hallway extends down about 40 feet and it forks and it veers off to either to the left and right at about 45-degree angles. There are no torches, there's no source of light in these hallways, so if you're going to or if your party is going to be able to see, you're all going to need to bring light with you.
Okay.
Or you're just going to have to be like the Chad bros who like guide people through this.
For the next 10 minutes, I am the light.
This is true. We do actually have light in the form of Victoria's war pick and Aurora's cleavage.
Excellent.
But with you two in front with your dark vision, because dark vision
can't see
only
farther.
works in the dark.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. 40 feet away, fork in the hallway. What do you do?
Okay. So I communicate back to everybody. Okay, so I can see a fork in the at the very end of the road, of this hallway, that can take us left or right. Which way do we want to go? I pick right because I like my right hand more, but I also don't like my left hand. So maybe we should go left because that'll be more lucky for us. Or maybe that's actually what they want us to think. So we really should go right.
Victoria starts walking to the right.
Well, are there any signs or like tracks or evidence that other people have come this way or something?
Would you
Ooh,
like
good
to
point.
make an investigation check?
Could it be a survival check? 'Cause I'm looking for tracks and I can make an investigation
God,
check.
5th edition doesn't have dungeoneering.
No, it
It can be
doesn't.
survival. It can be survival. Yes, this would
If
fit. That
it's
would fit for this.
if it's survival, it's a 17.
Okay. You do see some footprints. Most of them, you see most of the footprints appear to be coming towards the room that you just came from, but of the two forks, as you approach them, most of the footprints appear to be coming from the left.
Okay. It looks like
So
most people who came this way came from the left, and I don't think I like them very much because, I mean, I think they put us on a big pile of dead people, so maybe we should go to the right and avoid them.
Yeah, that's why I went.
yeah.
Oh, you knew that already. I'm sorry.
Please
No,
keep in
no, Sadie,
mind,
it's
for
fine.
those of
I'm just...
you that have not already healed yourselves in some way, shape, or form, that you are at half health for whatever your character's max health is because of the fact that you were dead.
Right.
Sure.
Some of you did heal yourselves already, but you are heading off to the... Everyone's heading off to the right. What is the marching order? I assume it is the people who are light at the moment in front.
I think we should be like separated a little so our light passes more
I think
over more area. I had imagined Victoria at the front and Aurora at the back.
I think that I have been spending this entire time just talking to myself into a small headache about which hand I prefer, and therefore which side we could take. And I only am now noticing that everyone's starting to go to the right.
Come on,
So I'm
we're
running.
going.
So I'm running after.
Hey,
We're going. And
Dylan, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, this is gonna go horribly.
You
No.
you
Oh,
are
no.
actually by making these character choices, you're making this actively worse for yourself because now you're giving me reasons to fuck with you.
Excellent. That's a 3.
You go to the left.
No.
You're looking down at your
Yes.
hands and you're trying to figure out which one you like more, and you don't even notice, and you walk off about 20 feet down the left-hand hallway before you realize that you're alone. Over to the rest of the party on the right as Dylan keeps separating from the fucking party. First you die, then you're obsessed about your hands in the most autistic thing I've ever seen on stream.
Yes.
So the Jubilee, you're in front of the team.
Yeah, I'm definitely not paying attention to what's going on back there.
No, but you're at the
Front.
Aurora had established that you were probably at the front. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. I've got light. I've got a big shield.
Great. So you with your war pick, you're heading down the right-hand fork. Um, anyone in that group can at any point that you feel like your character might notice organically, you can make an investigation check to realize that Dylan's not with you. But please make it an organic choice and not just because I've given it to you right now.
I don't.
So Jubilee,
Sorry,
you
Dylan.
walk down the hallway
It's okay, I'm small.
You walk down the hallway for about 20 more feet, and you find yourself standing in front of another door. It is closed. What do you do when you see this door?
Try the handle very gently.
Yeah, it's
guys?
unlocked.
Guys,
Unlock.
Yeah, Aurora? What do you
Yes.
need?
we forgot someone.
What? I immediately start counting heads. I'll
Star wipe. Dylan,
Captain
you're 20
O'Hara,
feet down the
Home Alone.
left-hand hallway.
Mhm.
You have dark vision out to 120 feet, you said, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so so about 20 feet down, you see a doorway about 10 feet in front of you. So what do you do?
Okay. Can I
You
make
notice
a
that there's no one around you. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's a pretty obvious
Yeah.
thing. There's
Can
no
I make
one.
a perception check on the door?
What are you trying to perceive?
I want to see I want to see if there's anything interesting about the door, if it's charred or broken
This would be
or
an
old.
investigation check because you're looking
Cool.
specifically for things on a specific thing.
Cool. Then I'll do an investigation check on that.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. A 19.
Hey!
Yeah.
Ah!
So this door.
I can
So
roll. What's better?
You look down at the floor by this door and you see that there is a very worn rut, as if this door is used very often and has been swung against the floor, digging into it over and over again. You also notice that the top of the handle is worn very shiny and smooth. It's difficult to perceive with your dark vision because you can only see in shades of gray, but the top of the doorknob does appear to be a much lighter shade of gray than the bottom, as if it's touched and thus worn a lot by a lot of people using this door.
Okay. I would like to take out my staff. Very slowly.
You pull down your pants,
Just very
Fade
slowly.
to black.
very slowly. Damn.
The door. Hello, sailors.
No, we're serious. We're serious Dungeoneers.
Very serious D&D streamers. So I pull out my staff of swarming insects. And I just slowly start shuffling. And I just slowly start shuffling towards the door, just going, I'm coming, guys. And like just trembling as I go for the knob and turn it to open it.
Yeah, the door's unlocked and it opens very easily and
Okay,
smoothly.
I would like to peek my head inside to the other side to see what's going on.
Yeah, you peek your head in the other side and you see. Roll me a real quick stealth check.
Stealth check? Sure.
Yeah.
Could go all right. That is. Oh, lovely. 6.
So you see about 5 human shaped figures, and then they see you. And they turn and look at you, and you hear, wasn't that guy dead? And then you hear and see the sound and shape of people pushing back from their tables and coming towards you. Star wipe over to everyone else.
Victoria has Catherine O'Hare in Home Alone. Oh shit! I forgot Dylan. Uh,
I'm gonna need you to
and
roll. I'm gonna need you to roll perception to see if you've noticed that Dylan is gone.
oh, okay. Perception.
Can't just decide that.
Oh,
But I
6. Well,
announced it.
I thought
I
Aurora.
said, I said, I got a 16 on my investigation that we were missing someone.
Oh yeah, then yeah, you just yeah, and that's good enough.
I'm going to suggest, and maybe by suggest I mean just start walking back towards the direction where we last left. I'm sorry, Dylan. What's your character's name again? I'm gonna write it down.
Bungarn.
Bungard.
Bungarn.
Bungarn. Okay.
Mm.
Try to walk back towards the first fork, looking for
Well,
Bungard.
what do you say? Let's head back to our original way.
Star wipe.
I would like to
Dylan,
cast hypnotic powers pattern at all of them as they start to get up.
amazing. What is the what's the DC to save on hypnotic pattern?
13.
13. Okay. Amazing. Okay.
So each one of
And
them needs to do a 13.
yes, 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 yes. And there are 5 of
What?
them. Okay.
What? Kitty?
Okay.
Excuse you.
One of them saves, 4 of them do not.
Excellent.
So please remind me exactly what hypnotic pattern does for those that do not save against it.
So there's a pattern of twisting. A pattern of twisting colors starts to appear out in front of them in this long, interweaving, interlaced miasma in front of them, inside of a 30-foot cube in their general vicinity. As soon as just about as soon as it appears, it vanishes. And each person who failed the saving throw is now incapacitated and has a speed of 0. So all of them are just sort of stuck, dazed in place, looking around them as if kaleidoscopes are in their eyes.
And how long does it last?
It looks like it only ends if any of them either take damage or someone else uses an action to shake them awake.
Okay, amazing. So one of them has saved, and he is going to, as he sees you casting this spell and peeking through the door, is going to charge at you. The door opens outward, so he's just going to shoulder ram into the door. What are you doing as he's charging at you?
I would like to jump backwards out of the way. I have on a
Make a
ring of
dex
jumping.
saving. Make a dex saving throw for me, please.
Excellent.
Excellent.
If you shall. Please no, please no, please no. That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait.
Oh.
I'm corrected. It is an 8.
yeah. So as this guard shoulder checks into the door, it hits into you and just slams you for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Excellent.
And then As the rest of you hear this sound echoing through the hallways, we're going to roll initiative.
Sure.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Should I
Ugh.
also roll initiative?
Oh god, that's a 10.
7.
Coming in strong with an 8.
What are we rolling for? Sorry, I had a pee.
Initiative.
I take it I should also be rolling initiative.
Yes, you should also be rolling initiative. Don't tell me what your rolls are yet. I'm going to do this in a way that I saw on the internet. Who rolled above a 20? Who rolled between a 15 and a 20? Okay, what did you roll?
17.
Okay. Who rolled between a 10 and a 15?
12.
10.
Okay, Ian, what was yours? 10?
10.
Okay. Okay, so that's Melvis, Nimbus. Who rolled between a 5 and a 10?
Me.
Okay, what were the rolls?
7.
8.
Okay. Okay, so first up in the order is going to be the guard that shoulder checked into Bungarn. So he's going to slam through the doorway, and seeing you just slammed by the door, he's going to pull out his warhammer, and he's just going to do a smackety smack on you.
Okay.
And he's going to roll. Oh shit! I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh. You have silvery barbs, Dylan.
Oh, I do. This is true.
Yeah, you can use that as a reaction to make me re-roll.
Oh, I can?
Yeah,
Oh, I am 100% doing that.
yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'm using silvery barbs.
So that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Okay, so I need to roll a 10?
That no. Does that beat is 10 higher than your AC or meets
Oh,
it?
is 10?
Yeah,
No.
what's your AC?
My AC is 11.
Okay. Okay, so the guard shoulder checks into the door, slams it into you, and comes out swinging his warhammer, which he just overcorrects and misses you, slamming it into the ground. Next up is Bungarn. You're next.
Oh,
There
Dylan, you
are
also have advantage on the next thing you do since you're the only one in range.
there are 4 guards who have been affected by your hypnotic pattern, and there's 1 guard who just took a fucking swing at you.
Excellent. I think if I use my ring of jumping to use an extra action and try and jump out of the way into
It would
that be an attack of
be an
opportunity?
opportunity attack, yes.
Okay, then I'm not going to do that. Instead, but I do have my staff out, so I don't have my daggers. I would like to, because I have my staff in one hand, pull one of my daggers out from my belt and just swing it directly up into the arm that that is closest to me holding his axe, his hammer.
Okay, roll to attack.
Cool. So for my dagger, blah, blah, blah.
You have advantage because of the silvery barbs.
Excellent.
I apologize if any of you can hear Shiloh screaming at the top of her lungs on the other side of the room.
Never apologize for cats.
I
They
rolled
They
an
certainly
11
wouldn't.
with 0 modifier.
Sorry, what was that?
So I rolled an 11 with no modifier.
That misses.
Excellent. Love that.
Yeah, so you stumble backwards out of the way of this warhammer coming down at you, and you swipe out with your dagger in reflexive panic, and you just come short of hitting it. Do you scream in this moment?
I think I let out a small yelp as I am like lunging in the dagger, not necessarily screaming in fear as much as just like ah, like
Okay.
instinctually.
Everyone who is not Dylan, please roll me just a real quick perception check.
16.
Perception?
A 15.
Oh, like
Mhm.
22.
11.
Anyone who got a 15 or higher gets a free dash action to get themselves over towards the combat. So it's just Kaya who has to just move normally towards it. But everyone else, you get 60 feet of movement and then still your regular action.
How far away does that make us now?
You'd be up in the mix with Dylan and the guy. It's a 5 foot wide hallway though, so you wouldn't all be able to, smack on him at once. But the next in the order is it's one of the hypnotic pattern guards who is still just disco dancing.
He's just in his head.
And
Just going,
then it's
da, da, da,
Melvis.
da.
So Ben, you have your 60 feet of movement. You can get right up into the mix. And then
Okay.
what do you do?
I'm going to do that as I'm bridging the gap. What do you say you have a bad day? And I cast Hex on him as a bonus action. He's going to have disadvantage on wisdom ability checks.
Amazing. That didn't rhyme.
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
What do you say? You're going to have a bad day? Rhymed.
You
said that
tried to rhyme. You tried to rhyme day A with app.
What do you say? You're going to have a bad day?
Mm.
Anyways, since I do have that advantage from you from my 4 thing, I'm going to make a booming blade attack with advantage.
Okay, yeah. Fuck him up.
Remember
Where?
how I crit on a 19 because I have a butcher's bib?
Yes, I do remember that. Did you roll a 19?
I did roll a 19.
Okay, please crit on this man who's just trying to support his family.
This is a good opening hit.
Not very
That
class
is-
consciousness of you there.
Yeah, please support the bourgeoisie and attack the proletariat.
Indeed.
That is 14 points of thunder. Do I need is he resistant to anything, or can I just give you the number all at once?
No, you can just give me the total.
38.
Yeah, how do you want to do it? How do you want to kill this just guy? He's just a guy.
I
38 fucking he's just a guy.
I bring my sword down, cackling, vibrating with thunderous energy, and just go through the side. Cut him in 20.
You actually, yeah, you do. You remember? Do y'all remember in the Final Fantasy games when you hit something with more than double what it needed to kill it, when it gave you like the overkill like notification? Yeah, yeah. This man's total hit points was like 15. You just cut him in half. You just cut him in half, and he's dead.
You all right, Bungarn?
I'll live. I think that I got a little hurt in the back of my head. I'll just put some ants there later. It'll do everything will be fine.
Ants?
Yeah, they're great for like ointments.
Nimbus, you are the next person to show up in this scene. There are still just 4 guards disco dancing in the other room for the next 40 seconds because you're out of initiative. Currently, technically. Hypnotic pat. I can't hear you, Ian.
Everybody's okay?
Well, not
Not
that
this
guy. He's
guy.
dead. But like, who cares about that
You
guy?
sure we don't? It's not gonna fly.
Right. So, I don't know what's going on with the disco dancing fellows over there. Are they friendly? I don't...
Um, no.
Great. Then maybe we should get out of here.
Can someone close the door? I think they won't may not follow us if we close the door.
Yeah, I could close the door
And
behind us.
hypnotic pattern ends. I counted for 40 seconds.
Oh no.
Is everyone
Hypnotic
okay?
pattern drops, and the guards turn and they look at you all through the hallway and their dead companion, and they all shout, "Get them!" And they 4 guards now bull rush you, still back in the initiative order that we were in, because I don't want to make people roll again. So Nimbus,
okay.
you're up. There are 4 guards bull rushing you all, technically in the future, because of how D&D combat works. It's stupid.
Mhm.
It's your turn, and they all noticed you.
Cool. Awesome. So I'm going to oh boy. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor as a bonus action with Quicken Spell.
Hot.
And how tall is this hallway?
12 feet.
Awesome. I am going to. What are my cantrips? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna get as close to the ceiling as I can. Just
How are you gonna do that?
with my winged boots.
Oh yeah, okay.
That give me a fly speed.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I didn't check everyone's magic items before we started today because I didn't have the time.
So I'm gonna fly up to the ceiling, hoping that puts me out of their reach. For melee, I don't know if they have range or whatever. And then I'm gonna cast. What are my cantrips?
Hold on. So you cast Mage Armor using Quicken Spell as a bonus action.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ben. Wouldn't
Mhm.
activating your winged boots be another bonus action?
I think so.
So you wouldn't be able to do both of those in a turn.
No,
It doesn't.
no.
While you wear these boots, you have a flying speed equal to your walking
Okay,
speed.
yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. You just okay. Keep on.
Awesome. Then I am gonna throw a. Let's say ray of frost.
Classic. Live it, laugh it, love it. Roll to hit.
That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. How much
Awesome.
damage? How much damage do you do?
That is going to be 5 cold damage, and
Great.
its speed is reduced
This
by
man
10
puts
feet.
on a yeah, this man puts on a jacket. Yeah, that's about all that ray of frost does. He now puts on a jacket,
Wow.
which
Wow.
reduces his
Oof.
movement by 5 feet.
Excellent.
It's a real
Fucking
heavy
ray of
jacket.
frost. It is. It is. It's one of those like down feather parkas. It's like it's thick. That guard that you just Ray of Frosted is now up, and he's going to huck a javelin at you.
Sure he is.
Excellent.
What's mage armor? Is that a? It's a +2, +3.
It's +2.
Sick nasty.
It's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Your base
what's your
armor.
AC then? I rolled. It's going to be a 14 to hit.
That'll miss.
All right. So this guard who you've now forced to put on a heavy winter coat hucks a javelin at you, like he's a high school senior in track and field, and it just sails past you down the hallway, and you can hear it clattering, a good away, whatever, how javelins work. Aurora, you are up. You did not um, get, you did not pass the perception check, so you are still in the other hallway.
But it was 40 seconds.
Yeah, there were.
That's fair. Did you move over into the other hallway? Okay, so
Yeah.
you're in the space.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I think everyone should just chill out. And the ground begins to freeze over as actually, sorry, I don't get to pick who this spell affects, so I'm not going to use it. I just reread it at the last second.
You casting Thorn Growth or Entangle?
I was gonna cast Entangle, but that's a bad idea because it would get all my allies too. So I'm not doing that. And
Unless you cast it in the room that the other 3 guards have not
they
left
haven't
yet.
left yet. Okay, I wasn't
Not
sure
yet
about that.
because of how initiative
Yeah,
works.
yeah. I'm gonna cast Entangle in there, and the ground starts to like freeze and fractalize, and it starts to grasp up at their feet and try to freeze their feet to the floor, and that is a strength saving throw from each of them.
Amazing. I'm just gonna have them roll now because I don't want to have to remember this in the future. A 5, a 19, and a 17.
The 19 and 17 both succeed. The 5 is restrained
Amazing.
and cannot move.
Okay.
And that's just gonna be my go.
All right,
Moving.
Victoria, you are up. There is a dead guard in the hallway. There is Bungarn, who is sort of like half prone, like freaking out with his dagger out. There is a guard who is charging into the space that you're in, just having hurled a javelin, and then 3 more still in the room, one with his feet frosted over to the floor, 2 who have broken free from that.
I'm going to charge up to them, and I'm going to attempt. I'm going to use Shield Master to attempt to shove first one down.
Heck
Is
yeah.
is that an attack or is that a strength check? I closed my book.
I don't remember.
It's athletics. Your athletics, Jubilee, opposed by their athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, I'm very
Amazing.
good at that.
Okay.
That is
I
a
rolled-
dirty 20.
I rolled also a dirty 20. What is your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is 3.
I'm just gonna rule that you win that
Okay.
because mine was a 2.
Can I shove one of them and then hit another, or can I shove him down and then hit him? Because that's the bonus action.
Yeah, you can bonus action shove and then hit. Yeah.
Okay. And do I have advantage? Because is he shoved down, or is he just shoved back?
He's just
If he
shoved back.
You choose whether you want to shove him back or down.
How about it was trying to knock him down, so I could then
Okay,
like
yeah. So then you shove him down to the ground, and now you have advantage on a melee attack against him. Yes.
sweet. Okay, so that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, these are just guys. They have a job. They're just regular guys.
They did
Eight,
attack
nine,
us first.
This is
That's
true.
a
You did rise from the dead in their death factory.
Oh, I'm
What
sorry
was
that
that?
the malpractice of them doing their job and throwing live people into a death pit is inconvenient for them.
Listen, they didn't know that you had player levels. You weren't supposed to get death saves.
I do 11
NPCs
damage.
don't get those. You do 11 damage. Okay.
To who I've decided
How
is frankly a class traitor.
okay, how do you want to do this?
The war pick just catches him in the side of on his side, and then there's a I don't know icy tendrils burn out from the center of that, probably messing up his internal organs. I don't know how magical freezing works, but it's
Yeah,
probably not good.
that's exactly how that works. Yeah, your
Amazing.
war pig just enters the side of his body underneath his bottom rib and just freezes his lungs, and you just see him gasping for breath as he can't inflate his frozen lungs anymore. And he just then convulses and collapses to the ground, trying to drag the pick out of your hand.
Oh,
You
wonderful.
are able to pull it from underneath his chest cavity. But that was brutal.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
I have a master's degree in Holocaust and genocide studies. I will fuck everything with death.
Excellent.
It's now the next Jubilee, are you moving at all? You used your bonus action and your attack action. Are you moving or you good?
I'm moving to be between, be in the doorway basically, so they have to come through me.
Amazing, amazing. And someone is going to try. One of the guards who um, blah, 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 broke free from the ice entangle is going to run at you with a mace and is going to just take a downward swing at the crown of your head. Does a 23 hit?
Cool. It does actually.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 on the die.
Just because I want to show off, I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction, which is something I can do as
Hell
a
yeah,
gift,
you do.
which does
Hell yeah,
jump
you
my
do.
AC up to 25.
So yeah, so this guard runs out into the hallway and just windmill arms a mace down at your head, and you just reach up and snap your fingers, and a shimmering cone of just coruscating force pops up above your head and just deflects the mace down and off to the side, and you stand there cool as a cucumber as nothing happens.
Naughty boy.
And then the other guard, though, does come and try and do the exact same thing. He rolls a 15 on
Yeah, that's not
to
gonna.
hit.
My
That
AC is
does
25 till the end of the round.
That's right, 25 until the end of the round. So then the other guard comes up just right on the heel of his fellow, does the same overhand swing, and it just deflects in the opposite direction off of your shield spell. And you're just standing there like the queen bee boss bitch of just the entirety of this just death pit dungeon. Um, we're back up to the top of the order with the guard who is stuck in. No, this guard's dead. This is the dead guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is he okay?
then No, he's dead. He dead. Bungarn, you up? You're not actually prone. You're just sort of like,
Sure.
so
Mhm.
like you don't have to use half your movement to get up. But like, what do you do now? There
So
are still technically 3 guards left who just tried to hit Jubilee. One is still in the room, frozen to the ground.
so one of them is in the room, and two of them are next to Victoria.
2 of them are technically like right up in the hallway. Like Jubilee's in the doorway, and they're like right on the other side of it, going like, "Meh."
Okay, so I have a question
I have an
because
answer.
this is only a maybe. Um, I would like to, if I wanted to, hypothetically speaking, summon a swarm of insects inside the
hmm
room. Would that
hmm
also hit Jubilee?
hmm
It has a 20-foot radius.
If you summoned it exactly in the middle of the room, no, it would just fill the space.
Excellent. In my little prone, semi-prone position, I just pull out my staff and go, "Insects attack!" And just summon, and I cast Insects Plague in the middle of the room.
Amazing. Do I have to roll saves against that, or
Yes.
how does? I don't
So,
remember insect plague and how it works.
each creature has to take a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christmas. Okay. 16 and an 8.
I think that's against my that's against my spell save.
It'd be against your
So
spell save. So the 16 should definitely save.
yeah,
The
the
8
16
won't.
does, the 8 does not.
Yeah. Okay. So what does the guy who got an 8
Well,
take?
this is gonna be hard. This is gonna hurt them. For the fail save, 4d10 piercing damage.
Okay. You roll
And for
4d.
the
Roll
success,
4d10 then. And then
yep,
roll. And then I'm gonna take half of it for the guy who saved.
yep.
Roll that. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, 4d10 first.
Fucking insect plague. Damn. That's right, Shiloh. That's right.
Listen, I have two things. I have my staff, and then I jump.
Listen, all I got is bugs and also my great hair.
Okay, so that's 16.
Is that total?
That's 16 for the one who failed.
Okay, so he dies.
Excellent.
So you remember that scene in the Mummy movie where the guy gets eaten by the scarab beetles?
Yeah.
It's that. That happened.
Oh God.
Oh, the one that's half of it is 18.
No, no,
I just rolled.
he
I rolled 2d10s, 18.
no, he'd just take half of the 16.
Oh, okay.
It's the same damage for the spell, just he just takes half of it.
Excellent.
That'd be horrifying though if you got to do it that way because so he takes 8, which is still half of his health. But yes, one of them is dead and the other is now bloodied via 4th edition rules. I don't know why 5th edition didn't keep the bloodied mechanic. It was so good. It was the only good thing of 4th edition. Fuck 4th edition.
John,
So,
I think you need to roll for each individual bug to see whether they're restrained from the frozen.
I will actually kill you for that. I will actually drive to wherever you are in the United States, and I will, in fact, murder you with your own school bus.
so anyway,
I thought this was a serious D&D podcast. Not a
so yeah,
podcast.
all of this, as soon as I do that, the staff just like has a little light at the top of it that blinks, and suddenly just a gray cloud of insects inside of the room. Can I also use a bonus action to try and like from my not so prone position, just like take a small hop up, just so I can be like on my feet, a couple feet back?
You don't even need to take a bonus action to do that. You're just like, I'm just like making you semi-prone for flavor because of a
Okay.
guy shoulder checking you.
Sure.
Like you're up. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So, so then I'll just also stand up, and also I'd like to take a very tiny bunny hop, like 3 feet backwards.
Yeah, that's fine. Like there's no one in melee range at this point, so you're completely fine to do
Excellent.
those things. Let's see. Guard number 2 is dead. So Melvis.
There are two left, correct?
There are 2 left. One who is there's one in the hallway who is yeah, there's one left alive in the hallway, and then there's the guy frozen in the room.
And the one in the guy frozen in the room is damaged, or the one in the hallway is injured?
The one in the hallway, I assume that Dylan Bug yeah, no, yes, yes. The one in the room is untouched. The one in the doorway with Jubilee is at about half health.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to move my hex over to the uninjured one.
Amazing.
That's the one that's restrained, correct?
Yes, he is restrained.
Okay,
This is a wisdom save, yes.
No, he's going to have disadvantage on strength checks.
You can switch the hex when you move it to a person?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna believe you on that. I didn't know that you could do that.
And since he's restrained, I'm gonna have advantage on this. Let's make this fast, and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
14 on the dice, 22.
Yeah. That hits. Roll your charisma.
14 damage.
He has 1 health point left.
And
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna.
That was your action and your bonus action. So
Eldritch Blast.
level 5. Yes, you do. No, wait. You're level 4 warlock. You should only get 2.
I'm still level 5. It goes off your character level.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. He's dead if he has 1 hit point left. I got him.
What?
Nice.
What was the to hit?
27.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, he's dead. What
Excellent.
do your Eldritch Blasts look like? I always love asking warlocks what their Eldritch Blasts look like.
Okay, so I have these big horns from being a satyr, and when I cast Eldritch Blast, I shove my sword forward, and it shoots out a ram's head that looks like mine into them.
Amazing. So you just shoot out 1, 2.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Beautiful. Yeah, you hit him once high up in the chest. First time you hit him actually in the stomach and just knock him over double, and the second one just catches him in the face and just knocks him completely parallel to the ground, and he just done. There's 1 guard left, and it is Nimbus. You are up. There's 1 guard left who is at about half health. He is looking at you, and he's just like, "Oh no, I have a wife. I have kids. I didn't know. Let me go.
You didn't know you had kids?
I have so much to live for."
I'm
This guy's dumb
gonna
as hell.
I'm gonna fly into him.
Please,
Fly down to him. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
God.
A little bit of static is gonna start crackling.
Oh, my kids, I love them.
I'm gonna say, all right, I don't want to do this, and you don't want this to happen.
I really don't want this to happen. No.
So how about we all talk about what's going on here? Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I know everything. No, that's not true. No, I'm lying. I know some things. I only know some things. I'm hired help. What do you want?
Then how about you tell us what you know? For instance,
Okay. What do you? Yeah, what do you want? Ask questions. I don't
What is this
know what you want to know.
place?
Okay, it's okay. So, you know how you know gods, right?
I'm acquainted with the topic.
Okay, great. So, you know how a lot of them like blood sacrifices?
I might see where this is going.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's we bring people to here, the facility. That's what we call it, the facility, and we just, you know, you came from the room with the pile, right?
Yes.
It's the only thing back there, so I assume that's okay, so that's just the disposal room. It there's a furnace underneath of it, and it like the floor opens, and that's just sort of the buildup until we get to open the furnace. But anyway, this is just the blood sacrifice factory for the gods.
So you sacrifice to the gods here.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what good citizens do. We honor the gods and our kings, and we do what we need to do for our families and stuff.
I've got a very
Please don't kill
important
me.
question.
Okay,
You're going to want the right answer.
okay. What's the right answer?
What god do you worship?
Oh, okay.
You have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Do you actually say that out loud?
That's yeah, praise a born again Christian. No,
This is no, no, no. This is very important. Do you say that in character?
I do not say that in character.
Amazing. Okay. 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 Nimbus, I'm looking through okay. So, I mean, the factory just sort of is for the Pantheon. It's kind of like a shared pool, but like I used to be a fisherman, so I usually pay homage to Manon and MacLear. I
I see.
sense that was the wrong answer.
I
And he
think that
tries
might
to
have been
run
the wrong
away.
answer, my buddy.
That might have been the
Tries
wrong
to
answer.
run away, and you get an attack of opportunity if you choose to take it.
Yeah, attack of opportunity, Warcaster. He's in my melee. I'm gonna shocking yeah, I'm gonna shocking grasp.
Yes, yes. I was hoping you had Warcaster.
Let's get
Um,
metal armor.
that's gonna be a
Was that?
6.
Does he have metal armor, John?
He does in fact have metal armor. They're wearing chainmail.
You get that attack at advantage, Ian.
That's great. That's
Yep,
awesome.
yep.
Let's see if that's a critical. Well, it's a 16 to hit.
That will in fact hit. Please roll your shocking damage.
That's gonna be 10 lightning damage.
Yeah, so this um this guard with a wife and kids just doing his job,
Are the kids cute?
sensing that he'd made what?
Are the kids cute?
No, they're Uggo.
Oh, great. It's okay then.
Well, I know for
They're
better for
they're
worse.
they're full on Uggos. They're also they're really entitled. Yeah, they think that because their dad works for the gods, they can get away with whatever they want.
Maybe we should go kill these kids.
Yeah. So this dad who sensing that he made a mistake, saying that he worshipped Mon and MacLear, the sea god of Celtic mythology, tries to dart away from you, and you just gently reach out and your fingertips brush his chainmail and send electricity crackling through him, and his whole body just marionette puppet flops to the ground as he dies. Um, they're all now dead. All of the guards are gone, and you see now a mess room in front of you. A cafeteria, basically.
Covered in bugs.
Covered.
Covered in bugs.
For the next 10 minutes.
Oh no!
Oh God, I forgot insect plague is a so you can drop concentration at any time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, do you think to do that?
Oh.
Oh.
That's a great question.
Because
I think
concentration is a choice.
yeah,
Like
I
you
think
as a
that
sorcerer, would you think to stop thinking about your magic?
I think that I'm still living in the moment of I thought all my buddies were in there, and then suddenly there were just these guys that were very mad at me.
Yep.
And so I'm just still a little angry at them for pushing me into the floor. That wasn't very nice of them. I'm also still
Yep.
dealing with the ethical morality of which hand is my favorite, and I haven't made that decision. And suddenly, like a minute later, I go, "Oh yeah, the bugs! Oh shoot, the bugs!" And I stop.
We're all like
thinking about it.
staring at you, being like, "Can you deal with this?"
So you all just sort of so it takes like a full minute for Bungarn to sort of like
Bungar,
realize
Bungar,
that.
hey, hey,
Yeah, thank you.
hey.
Please, who does something with this? Yeah, okay. Victoria like is like, buddy, hey,
Just
bugs,
oh, sorry, right, the bugs. Yeah, the bugs.
and then suddenly the
Bungar, are you
bugs
hurt?
just sort of fade away, and now. Yeah, you find yourself staring into an melt water now at this point as the ice starts to melt away, and blood-filled mess hall.
Ice? Oh, sorry, from the.
Yeah.
I don't think I liked them very much.
That
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
two of
not a
us.
fan of them.
I think my bugs did.
Yeah, the guy who was eaten alive by bugs. There's now a corpse, and a skeleton. He is completely devoid of flesh, pure dry bones.
Not wet bones.
No, not wet bones. No,
No,
he
my
ain't
bugs are very
nasty like
efficient.
that. Oh yeah.
I like my bugs.
I'm gonna start looking around.
You're like that guy from Naruto who has the bugs living inside of his chakra veins.
Pretty much.
I love that dude.
Great, I hate him.
I hate that. So, fun fact about me: I have never seen The Mummy all the way through because I get to the scene where the guy gets eaten by bugs and I have to stop because oh
fair.
my god.
That's so
That's
fair.
fair.
Okay,
That's
hey,
so
listen.
fair.
Okay. I apologize then for that I put you through.
Hello, bodies.
That's fine.
Mountain of bugs.
Doing great. I'm doing great.
We
Okay,
orphaned
I'll
some
remember that
kids.
for the future. We learn, we grow, we move forward, we apologize, and make better the next time. Empty mess hall. No bugs and no sign that bugs have ever been in here ever.
An unrelated skeleton.
He's actually been here for 30 years. That's why his bones are so dry.
Definitely.
I don't think
It's weird that they
Aurora
never cleaned it up.
shares.
They're nasty, actually.
I don't think Aurora shares my ick, and I think she, as she goes by, just kind of like gives the dry skeleton a little pat on the head and goes like, "Go back to nature."
Does the skull crack a little bit when Aurora does this? Is my question.
No, the skull does not crack a little bit. It's not that desiccated. It's just the bugs were very efficient.
I would like to just give my staff a little head pat as well of good swarming insects. Good. Your day will come.
You hear a gentle buzzing coming from your staff, as if a low purr, as if from a hairless cat named Shiloh.
That's right.
Is there another door?
There are two doors out of the mess hall, one directly in front of you at the opposite end of the room, about 20 feet away, and then one sort of off to the, as you're looking at it, the right.
Is anyone hurt before we go forward and maybe have to fight some more guys?
I'm, I'm fine. Maybe we could also use this condition or this dining hall to dine.
Oh, I've got more bark.
I'm gonna start looking around for some food.
I too am looking for some food because hungry is the current mood.
Everyone who is looking for food, roll me a low DC investigation check. If you get above a 10, you can find some consumables.
Oh,
Sick nasty.
I would like to look for any beverages.
Yeah,
Specifically.
same thing. Roll me
Can I
investigation or survival.
I'm gonna
can
roll
I give
investigation.
myself guidance?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
10.
Ugh,
Yeah, you find you don't find great food, but you do find like some bread for 10.
damn it. I got a
13.
Dylan,
7.
what'd you get? 7. You find just water.
Okay.
Yeah. Ian, what was that? 13?
13.
13. You find some sandwich fixings, like some like basic ham and cheese. Yeah. Jubilee.
I got an 18. No,
You find
17.
you find whatever you want.
Jar of
What kind of
pickles.
food do you want? You find a jar of pickles. Haya.
Well, I'm just settling down in a corner, maybe picking up some ice shards from the floor and nibbling on them. Tasty.
Amazing, amazing. For
Oh.
eating your own magic, you're gonna just gain a D4 of health.
I love that.
Yeah, that's because that's just cute. Yeah, just take a D4 of health.
You know what? Can I? This is not supposed to actually work.
Mhm.
I want my character to like just put 2 fingers to the floor wherever there's just some of the guard's blood on it, and just take a
Mhm.
little lick, just
Okay.
to see if I can figure out where these people are coming from.
Roll a
Will
medicine
you
check.
all stop eating off the floor?
Roll a medicine check, and if you can roll me, frankly, if you roll me a nat 20, I'll tell you whatever you want to know about these guards.
Yeah, no, that's a 9.
Yeah, it's blood. It's got that sort of iron tang to it. It tastes a little salty. You think maybe this guard might have had high cholesterol, and you're worried actually now that you might have high cholesterol, or that because you tasted the salt so much, maybe you're dehydrated.
Oh
I
no.
would like to go over to the water wherever I found the water and just scoop a bunch into my mouth.
Yeah, yeah. You chug a whole bunch of water, and you do that. Yeah, you've all
Guys,
gotten food. Yeah, you
guys,
all have that.
do not eat the blood. It's very salty.
Oh, why did you?
To figure out where these people come from, just normal stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
cool.
bread seems to be lacking of any flavor. Then I cast Prestidigitation. Now it is a meal that we can truly savor.
Are you all taking a short rest here? Is that what I'm getting from your
Yeah.
food
Yeah, I
stuff?
think
Yeah, I
so.
think it's a good idea.
Okay. All right. All right. Great. 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 Yeah. You all successfully take a short rest. I'm not going to take that away from you on session 1. I am going to ask one of you, by show of just one of you, roll a perception check. Just one.
I got
Decide
it.
amongst yourselves. Anne's got it.
Should not be me.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Natural 1.
Lovely.
Okay. You notice absolutely nothing. Everything is fine. There's nothing to be concerned about. You enjoy a nice, if in some of your cases, slightly weird meal. And you successfully have your short rest. So any warlocks among you gain your spell slots back. Any druids among you gain your wild shapes back. The rest of you, you're fucked. Pick better classes. Your action
Damn.
economy is trash, and sorcerers are lame. I love them.
I
I'm
do
saying.
have a cool item though. Check it.
What's
Bloodwell vial. When I roll any hit dice to recover hit points, I can regain 5 sorcery points.
yeah, but you only have like 5.
I have 5 and I've only spent 2.
Yeah, you only have 5.
So I'm not gonna use that effect. But it's cool, right?
Is it a one-time use?
It's
Once per day.
yeah.
Wait, only
Resets
one
at the
short
dawn.
rest?
Actually, do we
Oh.
know what time of day it is that we're taking this rest?
You have no idea.
Excuse me, I have to let Shiloh out of this room
It
or
i-
she will scream
It
for the
is
next hour.
you are in a dark as far as you know because it is still cold. It's not as cold as it was when you were dead and it was like the cold of death.
Mhm.
Like it's still pretty cold down here and there are no windows. So you have no idea what time of day it is.
Cool.
Cool.
You also nothing bad is happening and everything is great and your short rest is perfectly successful.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's great. That's really good.
I like it when that happens.
During
Personally,
the
that's my
short
favorite thing is when short rests go well. I
During
dream of
the-
spiders.
During the short rest, I pull out my pan flute and I begin to play. And as I start this, I say, "For you, I'm going to play a song, Aurora. By any chance, do you know the dance, the Hora?" And I start to play Hava Nagila.
I would just like to, after like 10 seconds, go, shh. You're waking
Get
up the
up.
spiders in my brain.
I was gonna actually shush you since we are in a hostile place trying to rest. Can you just? Does that thing have a volume or like one of those? Does the pan flute have one of those little muters like a trumpet?
It does not.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are 2 doors leading out of this space. One directly opposite the door that you came in, and then one to the right of that door. Scratch one door to the left, as I remember my mental layout of this fucking place. There's a door immediately in front of you, and a door to the left.
Let's take the door to the left. I think that's the decision that we will find to be most deft.
Left or no hand?
Would you have recommended that if you would come up with a fun rhyme for right quicker?
If I had come up with the rhyme for right, it definitely would have been quite tight.
Victoria kneels down to Bungarn's level and goes, "Okay, buddy, I need you to stay with the group, okay?"
All right, got it. Left, right, left, right. I'm gonna let someone else decide.
Aurora, will you keep an eye on him? Buddy, why don't you two be buddies?
If you'll let me, I pick you up and put you on my shoulders.
I absolutely will.
Smacking your head on the ceiling.
No. Wait, actually,
Yep, just the
hold
back of
on.
my head.
You're 8'5". You as a gnome would be about 3 foot tall. On the shoulders, you'd be about. You're just like half a foot under it. You can reach up and touch the ceiling, but you're real close to it.
You gotta make a dex save every time you go through a door.
You are gonna have to duck to go through doorways. Yes.
That's fine.
You can hold on to my horns. That's okay.
I slowly put my left hand on her horn. I also want to note that I'm putting away. I've already put away both my staff and my dagger, but I will take out my crossbow
Wait,
So I'm just
where are
holding
you
my
putting
crossbow
your
in one
staff
arm and,
away? Do you
and
just
on
like
to Aurora's horn
when
with
you
the
say
other.
put your staff away, you just mean like you just like sling it on your back,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Like you can't just like you can't put a stick that's taller than you away.
You can hold on to my horns.
Excellent. I just grab onto Aurora's left horn and go, thank you. And just hold it like a motorbike.
All right, so you
Excellent.
all head off. So you all head off to the left through the door. That door opens, no problem. There are no locks, no fuss, no muss, no coconuts. And you and
We try to be sneaky so that those other guards that may around here don't get on us a peeky.
Oh, yeah. I can help with that. And I hold up my walking stick, which, as you see, looks like a shard of ice, but carved in such a way that my hand nestles into it as a walking stick, and it's not like melting where my hand makes contact with it or anything. And a cold wind emanates from it and me, and we all slow down a little, like the cold of a night and the quiet of new fallen snow. We will pass without a trace.
Nice.
Well, that's good because I do not sneak.
Is a plus 10 to stealth?
That is a
there's a
plus
plus 10 to
10
stealth.
to stealth.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Which, just to be abundantly clear, I can cast at will.
Oh. Chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
All right. Let's see if I ruin this for everyone because I'm at disadvantage. Oh. Plus 10?
Plus 10.
14.
Plus 10?
Okay. Yeah.
I got a 14.
Ooh.
Did anyone roll below a 14?
I got 29.
My
I also
number
got a
is-
Plus 10,
29.
I got a
Right.
30.
My number was
30.
quite dirty. I did roll a 30.
Amazing. In
29.
I would.
um so everyone rolled completely amazing, and then Jubilee's just out here just like
Clunk, 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 clunk.
okay.
She's still really
Acting,
high.
also, and acting very superior, acting like she's doing a great job.
All right. So
Victoria's just really, really sick of hearing about Bungarn's bugs.
Or like bug
all
garn.
right, so as you're all heading, what's the marching order as you are heading through this hallway with your varying stealth checks? Who is
I
in
am no
front, who
longer
is in back?
glowing, to be clear.
It has not been 10 minutes.
We took a short rest.
Yeah, we took a short rest.
Oh, that's
an
right.
hour.
That's right. You took a short
Mhm.
rest.
Yeah.
So Jubilee, are you still glowing?
My sword always glows. Or my war
Amazing.
pick, rather.
Okay. So what's the marching order?
That's why your stealth is so shitty, is that you just
There we go.
have your glowing war
Wow,
pick
wow.
out.
And I'm like fully acclimated to it, so I think I'm fine.
So Jubilee, are you in front?
I believe so, unless anyone else wants to.
Mm-mm. I'm sticking at the back with this
Wherever
gnome
Aurora
on my
goes,
shoulders.
I'm there, being the little backpack.
I'll go second. Oh, I'll be right behind the backpack.
Excellent.
You're actually like sitting on top of my actual backpack.
Mhm.
I'm
using
which
the backpack for the
again,
picture.
Aurora has like a little school like a backpack that someone might
Love
wear
it.
to school.
Like a
I love it.
JanSport, like classic
Yeah,
backpack.
yeah. The ones
Amazing.
that just say trans on them, and I never knew why, but always thought it was so funny.
Amazing. So I assume that Jubilee is in front because you still have the light.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So everyone else is following behind with their great stealth. Jubilee out front with the constantly glowing war pick that they are making no attempt to try and dim or hide or anything. Hey, Jubilee, does a nat 20 beat your AC?
Oh no!
I believe a nat 20 hits anything.
So a nat 20 beats your AC. That's what I need to know.
Actually, yeah, needed to beat it even if it wasn't a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay, so you are going to take 12 piercing damage as a figure in a just jet black leather armor with a hood pulled low over his face materializes in front of you with a dagger just sunk into the left side of your rib cage.
12 damage, you said?
12 piercing damage.
Ugh.
Son of a bitch!
And then that figure is going to fade into invisibility again, and well, that's it. You can't see them. There's no initiative to go into. They're gone.
Question: Did
Yes.
I see them since I have dark vision?
You
When they were
you
being
you
attacked?
so
Like, did we see them as they were
Hmm.
attacking?
so this is actually the interesting question because you do have dark vision, but Jubilee also has a light.
Hmm.
So there's not darkness for you to need to see into.
Got it.
Also, your night vision would be ruined by the fact that there is a light in front of you between you and the space that you need to see. So anyone who would like to try and roll a perception check to see that Jubilee just got fucking stabbed. Like you heard what just happened, but if you'd like to try and see the person, roll me a perception check.
I'll do that.
Sure.
This is gonna go horribly.
Jubilee, you saw all of this. You saw the getting stabbed, the figure fading into
I hope
invisibility,
so.
and they're gone. You saw all of it, yeah. You
That
saw
is
yourself
an
get
11.
stabbed. You didn't see. You heard Jubilee go ugh, as she got as character names.
Victoria.
Victoria got stabbed, and then that was it. You heard
Hmm.
that sound. Did anyone else roll?
17.